Okay, we are about to try and complete this slam here. I'm throwing that swapper, whatever they called it, but that catch go bait. We're gonna try to catch one right off the bat here. Let's see what happens. At a new pond. Don't know how it's gonna work out, but you know, I think I actually just got thumped. Yeah. See if he'll eat this. There's a bass, first one of the day, and that is gonna hopefully complete the slam, or start the slam at least. How about that, Ty? That was the lipless crankbait. Yeah, right off that point. Oh, this guy had it real good in there. Okay, got it out there. Nice little guy, but we're not looking for size necessarily, just good quality fish to complete the slam. So yeah, let's put him back, we'll see what happens. So that quickly knocks out this puppy right here. I honestly didn't have a ton of confidence in that, but did the job. So let's see what else we can do. So next up is the Chippewa RB right here, just because it's a good day for the moving bites, and I kind of want to get the stuff that I know will catch bass, kind of want to get it out of the way. Oh wow, this is a heavy bait, and so I thought I might as well try this one, see what happens. There's a bass. Oh, there was a huge bass. Let's see if he goes for it. That was a big fish. He got a little jealous. A small one came up and ate it, and then that bigger bass said, nope, that's mine. Tried to take it for him, but it came off before either of them could duke it out. Let's try casting a little farther down and see what happens. That bass was at least 4 pounds. That was unexpected for sure. There's a fish. Oh, that's that big one that, oh, Ty. Dude, a big bass just came off. Like that long. Well, there's my chance to catch that big one. That was the same one, or it was his dad, or his wife, or husband, because that thing was a chunk, but I stabbed him with the hook. So I gotta pause the video right here for a second, because this is where a guy comes out. He kind of just ruins the fishing trip altogether. I mean, I still caught fish afterwards, but he really messed up the slam. And basically what he did, he came out yelling at me, get off the rocks, get off the rocks. And I was like, okay, I'll get off the rocks. I'm just trying to unsnag this lure right here, and then I'll be on my way. So I'm doing this. He comes over, he walks over really like in a threatening way. I mean, obviously he's probably in his upper 65s or 70s, so I'm not super concerned about it. But he's yelling at me. He's like, if you don't get off the rocks, I'm gonna call the police. I'm like, I understand. I'm just gonna hop off the rocks here as soon as I get my lure unsnagged. I don't wanna leave a hook in the water. He's like, no, that's not my problem. And at this point is where I turn on the GoPro, and you can tell I'm getting really frustrated because he's just not like listening to anything I say. And he just threatens me in a lot of ways. He talks down to me, which really bothers me. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I understand, respect your elders, and I do to an extent, as long as you show some sort of respect to me. And he showed no respect to me whatsoever. He's calling me names the whole time, cussing, and it's just really frustrating. I mean, I'm trying to just be friendly to this guy, and he's talking down to me like I'm his 4-year-old kid, and he was just acting really young. He was acting like a 4-year-old. So anyways, I'll show you that clip now, and yeah, then we'll just finish out the rest of the video. You need to calm down. I'm off the rocks. I'm getting a lure out of the pond.
Not my problem. Cut the line.
So you want to leave a hook in the pond and
don't care. No, nobody goes in this pond. Cut the
okay.
You live here?
I do.
Fine. Talk to your parents about it. There are rules.
I understand that you don't want me on the rocks, but I'm just getting a lure off. It's not like I'm fishing on the rocks. I'm not gonna step on the rocks anymore.
Here. You live here.
Yes.
Somebody else does it.
Right.
They come along and they fall down and they get hurt because they're on the rock. Your parents pay it part of $1 million lawsuit. Is that cute?
I understand that, but let's try to get this crankbait off here. And that is that for the crankbait. It really bothers me when I say I'm gonna do something to a guy and then he just decides he's not gonna listen to me and keep yelling, especially when I'm 20 years old. I'm not a kid. I mean, obviously I'm younger, but I'm not. You don't need to yell at me for something that I know. And that just really gets under my skin. And especially when you threaten to call the cops because I'm standing on a rock next to a pond. I mean, who cares? I'm not gonna sue you for me falling on a rock. I have never heard of somebody suing a place because they fell into water that they were, I mean, that's just irritating and just so senseless. Anyways, let's try to get back to fish and not deal with freaking hobos who don't care about anything except yelling at guys for fishing. Because of that, because of his stupidity, I couldn't get a lure out of the water. And I like to get lures out of the water so they don't stay in the water and rust out and just become an issue. But no, it was worth his time of day to yell. All right, I'm done with it. I'm not going to talk about him anymore because it's pointless. And let's get back to fishing. Dude, I'm like, hey, I understand. I'm getting my lure out the water. He's like, you're going to be a to me. I'm like, dude, I'm not cussing at you.
Did I tell you that guy would get mad at you?
Yeah, you did, and you were right. What?
My other buddy.
Dude, I didn't want to, like, though, literally the only reason I was doing this, I was like, hey, I'm just getting this lure out so I don't leave it in the water. And he's like, I don't care, not my problem. And I'm like, bro, I know it's not your problem.
They might just fish that pond up there.
Yeah.
That booms are hot, dude. This is better.
Dude, I've had 3 on the line.
Really?
Yeah.
Crankbait?
Yeah, but I lost it, of course. So the slam is going to be the slam minus that crankbait. In part due to an old man yelling. I just turned the GoPro on like mid. I was like, oh, this is good YouTube content. Dude, why do you feel need to cuss at me if I'm being so polite? And like, I don't know, it just bothers me because like, he's like, your parents are gonna pay for it. And it's like, first of all, no, my parents would not be paying for it. We're at the next spot. This place is super secluded, which I'm a big fan of because we're not gonna have to deal with any people, hopefully. So the main reason I'm tying on this lipless crankbait now is one, because we're getting a little bit of a breeze, but mainly because, well, mainly because there's there's a lot of clouds around. Usually when there's a lot of clouds, the bass kind of get into a feeding mode because the sun's not glaring in their eyes like crazy. So I'll give this a shot, see what happens. I didn't want that. just hope Ty's right and he wasn't seeing catfish or something. There's a hit, and that's a fish. Just a little guy. Hey, buddy. Thank you. He's got something cool. What's up? Rattle trap. Yeah. Nice little guy. He's bleeding a little bit, so we'll put him back. But, yeah, that was a nice, it's encouraging. And there's a lot of muck on the bottom here. Yeah. You see the bed? I got a jig on. I have seen. In my experience.
That tree straight down.
Okay. In my experience, bass on beds don't like jigs for some reason.
It's kind of hard to see. The bed's right here. Right there. It's better. I bet that shit's deep.
Deep?
Like the moss.
Oh, it is. This jig's not the best thing to use. Okay, I'm gonna let Ty deal with that bass. You can't see it on the GoPro, but it is decently sized for sure. But he saw it first, so I'm gonna practice some fisherman's etiquette. Let him see what he can do with it. But it is a nice bass, and that'll be a great catch. Nothing like getting yelled at by an old man. Nothing like YouTube content when you get yelled at by an old man, catch a big fish. So I'll just make this video prime. He is huge. Or it's probably a she, but she's freaking massive.
Wait till it comes back.
How could you not eat that just dangling in the water right there? Watch him.
Go away for a minute.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Dude, I saw him swimming
The
off.
bed's right there. You see it?
Hang on.
See the bed?
Oh, yeah. Well, then that's probably the female. And we got to catch the male first. Topwater is one of those tactics that I don't have a ton of confidence in. But if the bass are biting on top, it is a blast. Basically, as soon as I turn off the GoPro, we caught this one on the topwater. But hey, first topwater fish of the year, and I'll take it. He's about a pound. Yeah, pretty cool. He actually kind of smoked it.
I need to start make my own. Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna have to bleep out so much of what Ty says.
You can film me?
Solid. Oh, I hate dropping fish on grass. Oh, his plate just cut the frick out of my finger. He was freaking out.
Alright, cut this.
Okay, we got like no battery left on GoPro, but I'm gonna try this little popping frog. Only problem I see having is that I have fluoro on this rod.
Guy's like, hey, smart. Yeah.
I know, I don't know. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said it like 3 times.
Well, how was I being that? And he wasn't.
I didn't hear nothing about the cops.
Yeah, he goes, if you don't get off the rocks, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, I'll put it on YouTube for sure. I'm like, bro. Huh? Where at? Oh, we're gonna catch that son of a gun.